you've announced that you've retracted on the cautionary. Of course, we're going to be seeing the disposal of your cartons and healthcare business in Europe. Tell us about the discussions and how long you have been in discussions for with the buyer.
Yeah, we've been in discussions for over 3 months now. We did issue a cautionary at the time a few months ago, just indicating that these discussions were happening. What today's announcement is just really indicating the successful sale of our European paper businesses, that's both the cartons and the healthcare businesses, to Platinum Equity. It obviously was one of the businesses we had targeted to sell, given the very poor returns we were earning. And obviously we're very, very delighted that in fact the sale has been successfully concluded.
You're talking about poor returns. We're looking at around 5.9% since 2002, and that goes for your European operations. But looking at your most recent set of results, we saw your paper business in Europe rebounding somewhat. Yes, revenue flat, but we saw a nice increase in margins from 2.3% in 2009 to 4.3%, and also profitability increased by 90%.
Correct. What had happened in the previous year is that one of our big businesses over there, Leeds, had lost about £2.5 million. We did a lot of work trying to fix it, and we did manage to make a small profit. So we had managed to restore the businesses to profitability, but we still, looking forward, didn't think they could give us the kind of returns that we can earn here in South Africa or elsewhere in Africa or in any of our other businesses. So we were still keen to exit the business. We had fixed it, if you like. We'd stopped the bleeding, but we still felt it would be better to exit that business. And hence, you know, if you look at those returns over a long period of time, under 6%, those are still very poor returns, and we felt it better to move on.
Your plastic business also in Europe rebounding somewhat in the 2010 financial year. We saw trading profit increasing by 30%, revenue up slightly there as well. What are the prospects right now for Europe? I mean, you mentioned other markets which are far more lucrative, but what do you plan going forward for Europe?
Yeah, our plastics business in Europe actually is a great business. We have about 50% of the British milk bottle market. That translates into about 1.8 billion milk bottles a year. So we're the dominant player in the UK milk bottle market. We make good returns, the business is profitable, and we have long-term contracts, in-house dairies with all the major dairies in the UK. We have just expanded that business into Northern Ireland. That expansion was successfully concluded in July. That business is going very well, and we're planning some further investments in that business going forward. So we were keen to hold on to that business because we think the prospects are quite promising.
Looking at the proceeds from the disposal of this business, we're looking at around £65 million. You're talking about paying off debts and also investing into other markets which are more lucrative. Will you be keeping that money allocated to Europe, or are you planning to invest some of that money in Africa?
Yeah, it's a combination of both. We have some nice opportunities in the UK in particular right now, but also our African businesses are growing very significantly. So what we'll do initially is just pay down our debt. Our debt we have reduced from about 4 billion rand down to 1.7 billion in the last 2 years. This will reduce that debt by about half again, but clearly that'll put us in a better position to fund any of the expansions we're looking at either in Africa or in the UK going forward.
Of course, you've got some exciting projects on the go in Africa. We spoke about this the last time you were in studio. What are you most excited about right now? What is going to be the big focus for 2011?
Yeah, the big project is the Angolan project that comes on stream in February, March 2011, so literally 2 months away. That's a huge project, $165 million, £1 billion rand, and we should be producing about 500 million cans a year from that particular facility. We've sized the facility to add another line quite soon, and that will give us a 1 billion can a year market. So we really are very excited. There's a big market in Angola, and we're really quite confident of getting a major share of that. So that's the major expansion, but we also have a lot of very exciting opportunities in all the other African countries, Nigeria, Kenya, etc. We're investing in all of those. They're doing well for us at the moment, and we're looking to grow that.